This doctor doesn't stop. He doesn't leave me alone. What is it about me today? What is it, huh?
Good afternoon. Today we're going
Good
to take a
afternoon.
look at SCP Mizuki Revised Documentation. Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. All known manifestations of SCP are to be continuously monitored by Foundation web
Hey,
crawling
don't call me.
systems
Oh no.
embedded within major social media, streaming, and content distribution platforms. Public dissemination of SCP-related content is to be suppressed through coordinated takedowns, copyright claims, algorithmic demotion, and misinformation campaigns. Newly discovered manifestations are to be removed
Your name is
within 6
Cesar.
minutes of detection, whenever possible. Individuals exposed to SCP media are to be designated affected persons and categorized according to exposure severity. Affected persons exhibiting early stage symptoms are to be detained, administered Class B amnestics, and released under observation. Subjects demonstrating recurring exposure-seeking behavior following amnestic treatment are to be reclassified
Oh yeah,
as
Frosty.
persistent cases and placed under indefinite surveillance. Subjects
You forget I'm Gen Z
exhibiting
though, right?
advanced stage symptoms, including compulsive dissemination of SCP media, repeated attempts to locate SCP physically, spontaneous production of previously unknown SCP
Give me that
imagery, or claims
Anastasia.
of
Give me
direct
now.
communication with the entity are to be designated A-class
Anastasia?
hosts.
Anesthesia.
Termination authorization
This one is more.
granted
This word that Pseudo Brain said is more difficult than that phrase, like anesthesia? Anesthesia, right?
for any A-class host determined to be functioning as an active transmission vector after repeated amnestic intervention has failed.
It plays sounds like he
personnel
has
assigned to
60-year-olds or so.
Investigations are prohibited from directly viewing unfiltered SCP media without level
What?
4
You really have?
authorization and
Oh,
approved cognitive
interesting.
hazard protection. Exploration of the extra-dimensional region designated Site
Cubezuki.
remains
Unknown
suspended
form.
following Incident 41. Entry is restricted to specially authorized expedition teams. Current containment priority remains the prevention of SCP influence expansion within baseline reality. Full containment of the primary entity is considered impossible. Description: SCP is a hostile extra-dimensional intelligence currently occupying an isolated meta-reality connected to a previously unmapped sector of the Backrooms complex. Public awareness of SCP originates from a series of virtual personas collectively designated as Mizuki. These manifestations present as a female fox-like virtual streamer operating under various appearances.
Backrooms?
Investigation has
What are
determined
backrooms?
that Mizuki is not an independent entity, but rather informational projection generated by SCP for the purpose of interacting with baseline reality. Prior to Foundation intervention, Mizuki accumulated a substantial online following across multiple platforms. analysis of archived communications revealed statistically impossible audience retention rates,
It's
recurrent
statistically
dream reports
impossible.
among viewers, and the spontaneous appearance of identical imagery among geographically unrelated communities. Initial classification identified SCP
Yeah,
as
I'm just a
probable
collective
mimetic organism.
delusion.
This assessment was later determined to be incorrect. The existence of the primary entity was not confirmed until Foundation
yeah.
expeditions into the backrooms recovered
I mean,
fragmented
don't listen to him.
evidence
He's
from
a liar.
multiple unrelated locations. No
Don't
individual
trust the
expedition
doctor.
obtained sufficient information to identify SCP.
He's using
However,
science.
when combined, recovered materials revealed references to a singular intelligence occupying an isolated meta-realm beyond the mapped regions of the complex. Recovered evidence included depictions of a cubic vulpine entity
Dr.
exceeding local spatial
Halberg.
dimensions, references to a sleeper beyond hallways, recovered photograph matching Mizuki manifestations after Incident 41, geometric anomalies exhibiting recurring nine-tailed symmetry complex, public awareness
what?
of SCP
Oh wait, what the fuck?
originally being an cubic beyond hallways, exhibiting recurring nine-tailed
I'm sorry,
symmetry.
guys. My mistake.
Cross-analysis eventually led to the discovery of Site
So I'm pale
The
now,
site
huh? I'm
consists
pale.
of an apparently infinite region of interconnected structures displaying architectural characteristics inconsistent with known backrooms environments.
I'm a ghost.
Long-range observations suggest that much of the region is not constructed around SCP, but instead physically integrated with it.
The melanated
Current
fox.
Foundation theory proposes
What
that
does that
SCP
mean?
has occupied the region for an unknown duration, potentially predating human civilization. Direct observation of SCP
You know, for someone that has never
remains
seen no,
impossible.
you're doing this job trying to
Sensor
blend
systems
in with
deployed
it.
within Site
Yeah, I never saw
repeatedly failed to
Snow.
produce consistent
Never
measurements.
seen.
Recorded
Yeah.
dimensions vary between approximately 4 meters
What
and
the
several
fuck? That's an
astronomical
easy
units. Topological scans indicate that only a limited three-dimensional cross-section of SCP is visible from baseline reality. Human observers consistently describe the visible portions as a massive cube exhibiting vulpine anatomical features, including eyes, ears, tails, and fur-like surface structures. This is believed to be an artifact of human perception. Current consensus suggests SCP is a hyperdimensional object whose actual geometry cannot be fully represented within three-dimensional space. The Fox cube
Praise Bill
form
Comey.
observed by witnesses is believed to be a cognitively generated approximation. The purpose of Mizuki manifestations appeared to be construction of a persistent influence network within
Your
baseline
Melanie
reality.
was stolen fox.
Evidence suggests SCP is attempting to establish a stable pathway
Non-Euclidean
between its
fox.
current meta-reality and consensus reality. The exact mechanism remains unknown. The long-term objective of SCP is believed to be escape. Should SCP successfully establish a stable presence within baseline reality, Projected outcomes range from global noospheric restructuring to complete assimilation of local spacetime into an extension of sight. B. The probability of an XK-class end-of-world scenario following successful
Get
manifestation
the cube for me, I need to
remains
test
under
this for
review.
reactor version 2.
Addendum 1. Expedition Log
What is
17.
T by D, my master?
Date 2000. Assigned Team Expedition Group 17. Objective: mapping of remote sectors beyond previously established routes. At approximately 1842, expedition members entered a region previously surveyed on 3 separate occasions. Team Navigator Agent Vorga immediately reported the presence of an unknown structure. The structure occupied a location where no anomaly had been documented during prior surveys. Description of structure as recorded by Agent Vorga.
Oh, looks like a giant cube. Perfect edges. Doesn't belong here.
The object measured approximately 11 meters on all visible sides and was constructed from an unidentified black material exhibiting no visible seams. A single door was present on the eastern face. Attempts to open the door proved unsuccessful. No hinges, locking mechanism, or handles were identified. The exterior surface displayed 2 engraved murals. These images depict a fox-like figure possessing 9 tails at both sides of the door, 1 white variant and 1 dark variant. The murals appear heavily weathered despite the apparent recent manifestation of the structure. No further anomalies were observed. The structure was designated Point of Interest, pending future investigation. Notes: at the time of the discovery, no connection was established between the murals and SCP. Subsequent review identified visual similarities exceeding 99.7%.
Does it need
Addendum
sacrifice?
2. Expedition Log 23. Date 2000. Assigned Team Expedition Group 23. Objective: re-examination of Point of Interest. Expedition Group 23 arrived at Point of
Heresy.
Interest
Agreed, heresy.
approximately 8 months after initial discovery. No structural changes were observed.
Yes, cubes to
At
behold.
1317 local expedition time, audio equipment carried by Agent Mercer began recording an unidentified transmission. No corresponding sound was perceived by team members during the event. The recording was discovered only after returning to Foundation custody. Recovered audio fragment BR-112. Begin log. End log. Analysis of the recording failed to identify a speaker. Linguistic reconstruction software estimates a 73% probability that portions of the voice originated from multiple overlapping sources. Acoustic anomalies indicate the speaker may have located both inside and outside the recorded environment simultaneously. No personnel
Wake the
reported
fuck
hearing the
up!
transmission during the expedition.
And I have to say
The
this because I
significance
know
of
a
the
lot of you are
phrase
sleeping there.
was not recognized until discovery of SCP.
Rodriguez Fox.
3. Expedition Log 41. Date 2000.
I was just resting my eyes
Expedition Group
for quite long
41.
volleyball.
Objective
For quite
routine
long.
monitoring of point of interest at 0911 local expedition time. Agent
It
Lee
was a log
reported
nap
a
of yours.
significant alteration to point of interest. The door previously observed on the structure's eastern face was standing open. Remote observation was conducted
Yeah,
for approximately
it's the door,
42
the
minutes.
door that
No hostile
uses the
activity was
cube. Okay, it's the door it's used to travel. It's a portal to my whole country, and it's used. It's only possible through the cube energy. Through the cube energy being fed to it.
detected. Level 4.
So if you wanna reach the depths of hell, you travel through that door.
Authorization was granted for limited exploration. Expedition Group 41 entered the structure at 10.
Yes, Kubersh is the future. Forget about the nuclear reactors and all that crap. Use Kubersh.
03. Internal architecture did not correspond to exterior dimensions. Initial scans revealed a single corridor extending beyond sensor range. The corridor appeared identical to standard backrooms architecture. Singular light source at the entrance and at the end of the hallway.
Hello,
No
Nater.
environmental hazards were detected. At 10:16, Agent Nakamura reported visual contact. Audio excerpt.
Oh,
Foundation personnel. Good, you identified. Looks like a model. Why is she so far away? I don't know.
At 10:19, Agent Rivera captured a still image using a standard expedition camera. The image was successfully recovered. The photograph depicts an apparently ordinary corridor. At the far end stands a female figure matching Mizuki manifestations documented years later. The figure appears to be smiling. Initial analysis estimated the distance between the camera and the figure at approximately 80 meters. Subsequent review determined the corridor length exceeded 8.7 kilometers. The figure nevertheless occupied approximately 12% of the image frame. No satisfactory explanation has been established. At 10:21, all expedition members reported sudden disorientation. Audio records captured multiple personnel expressing confusion regarding the figure's distance. At 10:22, Agent Rivera shouted, "Why is it getting bigger?" This statement is considered significant. Frame-by-frame analysis
I'm not that
confirms
big.
the photographed figure never changed position. No movement is visible throughout the recovered footage. At 10:23, communication with Expedition Group 41 was lost. Emergency extraction procedures were initiated. At 13:51, Agent Rivera emerged
I'm
from
terrible
a
with
previously
food
mapped
measures.
transition
I never
point
know.
approximately
I never know
27
who eats these
kilometers
measures
from
actually
the
mean.
entry location. Agent Rivera was the sole recovered survivor. The remaining 6 members of Expedition Group 41 remain missing. Agent Rivera's camera was recovered intact. During the later interview, it was discovered Agent Rivera had suffered from major memory loss of some kind and could not remember anything about what had happened during and after the
Seven
event.
papayas though.
Following Expedition 41, Point of Interest was redesignated as Site B. All further exploration activities require O5 authorization. That's it for today. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one.
You mean if you survive, if I allow you to survive to the next one, you mean? Huh? Huh? I will decide that. Before we go any further, I want to take this brief moment here to thank all of you, my patrons, for the incredible support to my work here on YouTube, and especially my 5-Tail Fox Tier member, the Holy Ball, and to all of my 3-Tail Fox Tier members, Wallony Wolf, Fanny Sylvie, It Himself, Chile Not Serious, Eustace the Useful, Zealous Isaiah, Ala Rosas, Max Tenor, Nugutino, Avery, Halcyonic Eder, and TV8. Thank you very, very much. You guys are amazing. Also, thanks to everyone that have been supporting me on Ko-Fi, Kick, and to all of my YouTube members. You can support this channel life and growth with just $5 a month and gain access to many perks. This is less than a burrito. Check out my Patreon. Link is in the description below. And that's it for today, my dear Foxlings. See you guys in the next one. Bye bye.